So they're eating rocks in China. What's next? Eating bats? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a viral trend that is spread like wildfire all over social media. Now, I'm not sure it's a trend in America. Hopefully it's not. I think it's just over there in China. What they're doing is sauteing rocks and eating them, I guess, or kind of eating them. I'm going to explain. But I think there might be a food problem in China because never have I ever heard about stones, rocks being used in a meal, maybe as table decoration on the side. But to have that on your plate and put that in your mouth in some kind of way, have that as part of a meal that you pay for, that gets cooked and sauteed, I don't think that is a thing that happens when you don't have a food security problem. Now, a lot of people say, you know what, China, they are 1,000 years ahead of the West. Here's a video right here in which somebody's saying that, right? We got a bunch of lights. They're talking about China is 3,000 years ahead of the West because look at this right here in Chongqing, okay, or wherever this is. All these beautiful lights, it's amazing, right? They're way ahead of the West. But are they really? I mean, these lights look nice, but what's the building quality like? What's the inside look like? Do they have bed bugs and roaches and rats and everything else? Because a lot of times when you get things that are manufactured in China, if they have any kind of fabric on it, it's going to have bed bugs in it right away. So, I mean, what do we know about the actual quality of these pretty buildings? And what's up with the air quality during the daytime? Do we have smog? Do we have smog so thick where it's like you smoking a pack of cigarettes every couple of hours? I have no idea. But here is what they are doing with the rocks. You see that right there. You have stones, literal stones you would see in the pond. You would skip on the pond. They have that on this hot plate or something, and they're about to saute it. If you want to see this video in full, link will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
This Chinese stir fry features rocks as the main ingredient, and social media calls it, quote, the world's hardest dish.
This is literally rocks, and it's prepared like how they might prepare General Tso chicken or something like that, but they're actually stones from the ground. Now, do you want to eat that? Is that part of your diet? Let's keep on going and see how they actually eat, quote unquote, eat these rocks.
People are supposed to suck off the flavors, then spit out the rocks. Hence the dish's name, So Dio, meaning suck and dispose.
Tell me the purpose of doing that. Like, why do that? I don't understand. You can't get the flavor. I think they're doing that because you got a food shortage and you can simulate eating food with a plate of rocks. And by the way, I wonder if those rocks get recycled and they use them for somebody else. Because what did this? They throw them in the garbage. What's the point of throwing them away? If you got this man right here who got his feet and hands and all kind of stuff in a pond to collect these rocks, what's the point of throwing them away after they're done? Just recycle them.
The dish originated in Hubei province and is said to date back hundreds of years. It was reportedly passed down for generations by boatmen through their oral history. Street vendors cook the pebbles with spices, chili oil, and garlic on a sizzling grill. Each portion costs about 16 yuan, which is around $2.30.
I feel like you could get a cheaper meal somewhere else, but maybe that's just me. But what am I talking about? That's not a meal. You just tasting spices. Okie dokie. So there we have it. Eating rocks. Okay, that was kind of a little bit of a graphic description about how you're supposed to enjoy your rocks, but that's what's going on. Here's an article, of course. You know, we get articles all the time. Just so you know, I'm not making it up. It's not a fake article. This is right here on CNN. I know CNN sucks, but it is what it is. But they're the ones that had the video, so I just went to this link from that video right there. World's hardest dish. Stir-fried stones are China's latest street food fad. They also have a thing called gutter oil. And I won't get into that. That's pretty gross. But if you must Google it, do so at your own risk. And I suggest that you are not at work. not because it's not safe for work, but because you might not really have a good reaction to what you see. Okay. If they show you the whole process about how it's made and everything else. Okay. I'm just going to read through some of this to see if there's anything else that they are going to mention. So they have stones as the key ingredient in this dish on social media all over China. It's probably all on their version of TikTok called Douyin to promote that as a way of being able to get some nutrition. I don't really know. See, stuff like this is what you would do during a Great Depression where there's a lack of food. If all you have is spices and garnishes and things like that, you'll try to finagle that together to get you a meal. That's you put side things together to create something to get inside your body. That's kind of what's going on. Okay, so you know they got it in on street vendors. Street vendors also have the gutter oil. I wonder if they're cooking these so-called cooking these rocks with the gutter oil. That'd be a double dose of disgusting. But I digress. So they pour chili oil into the pebble, sizzling in a teppanyaki like a wok style grill. Sprinkle garlic sauce over them, and then stir fry everything with a mix of garlic cloves and diced peppers. As they prep the ingredients, these sidewalk chefs sometimes narrate every move with rhymes. Really? Is that part of the thing? According to videos on Chinese Instagram, I cannot pronounce that word right there. Zhonghongshu, hopefully that was correct. A portion of spice brings the passion alive, the chef said in one video, adding that the dish is as popular as alcohol. Oh, is that right? Customers are then served the flavored stones in palm-sized boxes. Each portion costs about 16 yuan. Okay, now here's a question, $1 million question. Do I have to return the pebbles to you after I finish? One customer asked in the same clip. That's $1 million question. Can I at least keep the rocks? Can I get like a little rock collection in my crib? Let's see what they say. Okay, bring them home as a souvenir. Oh, okay, cool. So you get to keep the rocks. Again, if they recycled them, I would not be surprised because check it out. What if a person leaves the rocks right there on the table after they get done eating? Why would you not just take those, wash them off, and use them again? Put them in some hot boiling water, and nobody would know the difference because you got them from the ground. People walk on these rocks, or it might be in a river or a pond somewhere. You get all types of marine life on these rocks. So why not just wash them off and use them again? I mean, anyway. So this particular thing I can't pronounce is believed to date back hundreds of years. It was passed down for generations. Back in the old days, boatmen would become stranded in the middle of a river and run out of food while delivering goods. To find happiness in the bitterness, the report said they would cook stones. They would find stones to cook with other condiments and make a dish. What they actually want to say is when they would have no more food, they would just bring together the condiments and the sides and the garnishes to prepare in a way to keep themselves in some kind of way satiated so they didn't necessarily starve to death, or so they could kind of trick their mind into thinking that they're eating. That's what it is. That's like starvation type food right there. Okay. That was the video. And again, if you want to see that tantalizing video of them eating rocks or, you know, some kind of way enjoying these rocks, I will link to it in the description box. But as I close, I want to say this. That dish we just saw looks like what you would do if you were starving. Why would I do that? What is the joy of doing that? I mean, you should be able to have some kind of chicken nuggets or some kind of actual meat in there. You know, even if it's not grade A meat, rocks, that is what you do when you're about to starve to death. You're super hungry and you're trying to find a way to stop your stomach from growling really loud. You about to go to class, you about to go to work. All you hear is, you're trying to stop that and also keep your mind from thinking that you're about to starve to death. That's what I saw right there. So yeah, China has pretty lights in some of the big cities, but they also clearly have a food problem that I'm not sure is going to get solved by quote unquote eating these stones from a pond. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this Chinese trend of eating rocks? Is that the move? Do you want to get a handful of these rocks to eat? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Clearly, this is starvation type stuff going on right here. I've seen this before. Okay, you don't have anything to eat in your house. You're trying to go up under your granny's cabinet, trying to get Vienna weenies, you're trying to get a pack of sausage, some sardines. You're trying to just scramble to get some things together to make a meal. Okay, I didn't have plenty of Vienna weenie sandwiches on a little, get you a Ritz cracker, Vienna sausage, bust that down, some sardines, whatever you can do. That's when you just hungry. That's all from my point of view. But maybe it's a delicacy. Maybe rocks with sweet and sour sauce on top is delicacy, and I'm just being uncultured. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.